Just how entitled is Mackenzie? Let's find out. First, let's hear a clip from a former prison girlfriend and what she had to say about Mackenzie's living arrangements in prison and her behaviors.
So I felt like I should backtrack a little bit though, because I feel like it would be better to have some pictures along with this. So I kind of want to give y'all an idea of what Mackenzie looked like every day, because that was talked about a lot, about how like she really cared about her appearance. And I'm pretty sure like throughout the time we were chilling, she told me she woke up at like 5 a.m. every morning just to like do her makeup, her hair, and look good. So I'm gonna show you guys like what she looks like most of the time. Alright, so this is what I meant by that. Like, she always had her hair done, eyebrows, everything. Like, woke up early as hell to do all this, and like she said, read and probably do some of the laundry. So we get to walk in the track, whatever. I ask her what cottage she's in, and cottages in there, they're like kind of like jail pods, but bigger. They're like buildings. We had like 12 or 13 of them. 2 sides to each cottage, and then it'd be like 100 to 120 girls on each side. So I asked her what cottage she lived in. She was like Wheeler, which automatically popped to me because like Wheelers are like lifers or like really privileged inmates. So I'm like, that's crazy. Like Wheeler has like flat screens, actual couches, rooms that you can close your door because it was like an open prison, so you just had bunks everywhere, like little cubicles of bunks, open, like anybody could walk in there. But Wheeler wasn't like that. I'll show you guys. I got a little picture to show you. So this is what Wheeler looked like. You see the little couches, the closed rooms up there. You can close the door in. We didn't have tables like that either. We had like the fold-out lunch tables. Like it was just really nice in there. Really, really nice. So that like had like kind of popped to me, and I'm like, made a mental note at that time, like when I hit this cottage again, I want to call my people and have them look up her crimes, because I'm not gonna ask her. Like I'm not gonna ask her. It's like kind of rude in there, especially I feel like if I would have asked her, she probably wouldn't have told me right away, because we were like just getting to know each other. So I tell her I live in Rogers too, which is a really ghetto cottage. Like it's so ghetto. Like their nickname is the Rodrex, like for the Podrex, man. It's just ghetto. It's like people doing rugs in there all the time, fighting, the nasty. Like you find chairs in the shower from like girls and their girlfriends over in there, because you know they made little to. You know what I'm talking about. I can't really say too much on TikTok about it. But yeah, I told her I lived in there, and like, she's like, yeah, I know. So I'm kind of looking like, what? So my face kind of goes like, what? And she's in her state clothes, like in the picture I showed y'all. But she has them altered, like, to fit her size. Because when they come, they're like really big and baggy. And just like making small talk, nothing crazy. You know, it's like, the yard's about to close. So I'm like, you guys are going to go to dinner? And like Mackenzie just looks at me crazy. Like I just asked her like something she's never heard or in a foreign language. And she's like, no, I don't eat the prison food. I will never eat the prison food. And I was like, oh, okay. And she's like, yeah, I cook every single day. Like every single day I cook. And I'm like thinking about it, like going through my head, like that's a lot of money. Cause like, okay, everything's cheap in prison, but you have to buy every single thing to make it a meal. Like say if you want to buy pizza, you gotta buy wraps to make the crust. You gotta make pepperonis. You gotta buy pizza sauce. You gotta buy cheese. You gotta buy a shredder for the cheese. So like cooking every single day with your commissary like would be a lot, because you only get a certain amount of commissary in there for like a certain time period. So cooking every day, you'd probably run out within like 3-4 days. So I'm like, oh. So I just like, okay, so you cook, like you know how to cook. And there's only microwaves in there, so you have to cook all that in a microwave, like all of it. And she's like, no, Jasmine cooks for me every day while I like wait. But I didn't really think into that either, because like that's a hustle in there. And Jasmine said that's what she did. She hustled to make people's food for them so she can get a plate. And that was a hustle. A lot of people did that in there. But that's like a lot to do, especially every day, because like I said, you can cook it in a microwave. So you have to like make everything separately. You have to get a microwave spot, which is like I said, 200 girls in like one cottage, and there's only 2 microwaves So you have to get a spot like every day, go out there, prep for that spot, be ready. If you run out of time, you're out of that microwave, you can't finish the food. So you really have to be prepared for it. So it's really a lot. And this is where Jasmine starts chiming in again. I think it's because like she felt some type of way that she was like talking about how that was her hustle because she didn't really have no one to take care of her in there. And I don't know, it's like kind of embarrassed, like look down upon it. Like if you don't have money, it's crazy. It's like a really crazy system. But
I wanted to show you a couple short clips from a documentary filmed in 2011 called Hard Time by National Geographic, but YouTube will absolutely not allow me to add any of the clips. So instead, I've provided still images from it. Because, of course, when researching and searching for images of the older prison cottages, there's very little out there. It's all images of the newer cottages and videos of their programs to enhance the prison's image. However, if you want to see what the prison is like, I would recommend watching it. On TikTok, there is a page called Lights, Camera, Action that has the entire episode spread out in 14 videos. You can go right to their account or simply search in the search bar, Ohio Reformatory for Women. On YouTube, I could only find 4 minutes of the episode on National Geographic's YouTube. If you search YouTube for National Geographic, Prison Family, Ohio Reformatory for Women, you should find it.
This is ORW, Ohio Reformatory for Women. This is the intake unit where prisoners go to be evaluated to figure out which cottage they will be put in. Once evaluated, they will be put in one of the 11 cottages in the prison. The prison was built in 1916 and has a capacity of 2,011 inmates. As of July of 2019, 2,394 female inmates, from minimum security to even one on death row, are housed here. But like any normal prison, it still has its regular prison drama. Women who are in gangs, they even make families where one woman will assume the role of father or uncle and take care of the rest of the women in return for services. Some women run stores and trade items as a hustle. Here we see Hale dorm, which is a higher security cottage. ORW uses color codes. Those with pink shirts are a higher security, whereas the green shirts mean a lower security. When it was first built, there was only one stone building called Harmon. There are now 11 cottages, including the one Mackenzie's Inn, which is a recent new addition to the prison. It was the 5th prison in the country to open a nursery for new mothers. If you look it up online, you can find a lot of information about the nurseries, but for this video, since it does not apply to Mackenzie, I have left most of those clips out.
Everybody up, face front!
It's another typical day inside the Ohio Women's Reformatory.
Counting, ladies.
But with 2,300 prisoners and 200 of them considered lifers, no 2 days are the same.
However, many programs are offered, from literacy to pre-GED, GED, animal trainer, horticulture, cosmetology, tapestry, harmony project, and baby care success. Of course, inmates that misbehave are sent to solitary or disciplinary confinement.
She cooks for me. She makes my bed when it's messed up. She does whatever I tell her to do. She's my girlfriend. Here, baby, here's your girl. Where's that?
The prison sits on 260 acres of donated land. Originally, it operated as a farm, and even though it no longer operates as a farm, some people still call it the farm.
Hi, ladies.
And overseeing it all is Warden Ginine Trim.
Warden Ginine Trim says this prison is where many women see a last chance for that second chance.
I tell the women all the time, we make no excuses. You did what you did. You're here for a reason. Now is the time that you need to prepare to turn your life around.
Has rules, 61 to be exact. Chow time consists of 3 meals a day except weekends. Women get only water and 20 minutes to eat. Groups are brought in and out like clockwork. But surrounding the regimented schedule is the prison's #1 mission, rehabilitation.
We want to provide meaningful and appropriate sorts of programs that keep people from returning to our facility.
That means freeing them first from drugs. The Tapestry Rehab Program has a waiting list because of its success. Once women leave the Marysville prison, there's an alumni support group on the outside to help them stay drug-free.
part of the keys to being successful, that you don't feel like you're out there standing by yourself or trying to do things alone.
Many women pursue an education.
45, 90.
A quarter of the inmates go to school and walk away with a GED. They also work, learning skills that will give them a second chance in the job market. The Flag Shop produces thousands of state flags each year, including the Ohio State Block O flags that fly in the shoe and perhaps outside your home. Some women learn to cut hair. Many have walked away with a license from the State Cosmetology Board.
They have to come to the table ready to make a change, and we have to be able to also provide resources so that they can make the change.
Warden Trim says 2012 could prove the first year for major change at the Reformatory. A new partnership with local businesses will provide mentors and link up newly skilled inmates with new jobs.
Our enterprise development portion of our central office is setting up partnerships as we speak with potential employers who have agreed that they're willing to hire ex-offenders.
Like all prisons, this one has its ups and downs. Officers deal with everything from fights to contraband.
Usually the first thing is you question them and you say, where did you get those pretty earrings? And then, will probably tell you a story.
Corrections Officer Molly Richardson says every now and then she becomes the enforcer.
You're not going to talk to staff disrespectful and spit on them or try to assault us. Quiet down!
But on most days, Richardson and the other guards focus on helping these women get a leg up on society.
Have your dog stay!
Programs like the dog training, where inmates train dogs for a variety of agencies, is another tool for rehabilitation. Warden Trim says all these efforts combined give even the most hardened of criminals a sense of purpose.
Do you enjoy it?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Wonderful.
A lot of children don't have that, and we put a lot of love and good energy into the blankets. I've seen the finished product, and they're beautiful. It's a wonderful program, and just doing something positive with my time, I feel like is important.
And what skills have you developed in participating in this project?
How to get back to the community.
Prisons, men's and women's prisons, and the bear goes with the blanket, and they, it's something that they can sleep with, that they can hold, and they can take that with them as well.
I'll introduce you to another community service project that we do here. It's for an organization called Kindway, and Kindway actually provides services to men and women coming out of prison, returning to our community.
Hi.
Hi, this is gorgeous.
It is. All of this is made from polymer clay. This is how polymer clay comes to us. And after we open it, condition it, and then form it into designs that we want to use, these are called canes. We create designs that are going to be used in the jewelry. Even these little flowers, that's all clay that has been manipulated into creating this design, even this rose. And these are then sliced. We take this kind of clay right here, form it into a bead, and then we slice this, and then we place it on the bead that we've created, and we can get these really unique designs. Each one of these are individually made. There are no two beads exactly alike.
This is amazing. This is absolutely beautiful. So tell me, how did you get involved with this?
The way I became involved with it is my former warden here, Christine Money, formed a nonprofit organization called Kindway to help support men and women who had finished an intensive reintegration program, and the proceeds from this goes to that nonprofit organization, and it helps support those men and women when they are back into the community. It helps support in ways like a bus pass or special shoes for clay. All of these are designs that we created. We also are able to create earrings.
Beautiful.
We create clay-covered ink pens and a clay-covered card holder for your business cards. We've done beautiful crosses.
What stripes, bright stars, the red, white, and blue, sewn together by hand here at the Ohio Reformatory for Women.
We make American, POW.
Work is part of the FLAG program, earning their own money and learning a skill they can apply to future employment. These flags made here. The program has been in operation since 1926 with the flag.
So we have some news.
and we want to kind of share that information with you. One of the things that we have had the amazing opportunity to do over the last 3 years, to be on stage with the Harmony Project or at different venues. You've had the opportunity to be the most incredible ambassadors because you have been able to change people's minds about who we are. Because when they see you come out there on that stage, they see their daughters, they see their wives, their aunties, their grandmothers, they see real human beings. And we get the opportunity to change minds and change opinions and bring people to a place where they are willing to understand and accept the fact to welcoming us back into the communities.
And you should be proud of that. You should be proud of that. That is why we do the things we do here. It is so important for us to invite people into this place and to see this space, not just Tapestry, but this institution in general, and see what we see every day when we interact with you, when we look at you all. So I think our well-anticipated announcement is that we are taking young ladies tonight to sing with the Harmony Project. We're singing in front of so normally we sing in front of about 2,500 people.
Yeah.
So now it's about 7,500 people. Isn't that amazing? Yes. You are going to change lives tonight. It happened last year on that stage. I watched it happen. And it'll happen again tonight. There'll be people there who've never, probably closed-minded, and don't believe that you deserve this opportunity. It's going to be emotional tonight, but just know that I am so proud to be your warden. You make me happy every day. So,
if you believe, if you try, to know you. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
You guys know that. Yes, I mean, that's what that is. Yeah, I mean, we strive to do that, to empower these women, break the cycles of trauma and addiction and, and incarceration and, laugh. I mean, just be fearless because you're not afraid of the future.
That's right. She can laugh.
Upon researching this case, I noticed that prior Warden Roni Burkes was on a YouTube 2 years ago. And labeled below her name it said former warden of ORW, so when I looked it up, I found that the current warden is Erin Maldonado. I was only able to find a couple images of the same event of her.
Got something to show you. Chicken patties and mac. I ain't gonna drop it this time. Let me quit playing. Chicken patties, mac and cheese. Oh, you see my patty almost trying to fall off? Ain't gonna lie.
I also noticed when looking up the prison there, I found several posts of women posting pictures or videos of themselves looking for a pen pal either on TikTok, Facebook, or some other social media platforms.
Real person.
74. My name is Diamond. I'm incarcerated at ORW. If anybody wants to hit me up, add me on JPay, send me a mail, 102774.
Though all of the ones I found are pictures where the background looks like it's part of the older prison, or the ghetto, as Shyann called it, except for one. This one. This one you can tell is in the same cottage as Mackenzie. In some of Mackenzie's pictures, you can notice the background behind her and recognize it as being the new wing that Shyann mentioned as being the new cottage. I'd previously realized the squares up on the wall matched up with one or two of her photos. However, I just noticed something else. The pink shirt. Everyone asked, how did she get a pink shirt? Is this in prison? Well, after seeing all the programs like Tapestry and the Harmony program and the different shirts that they wore, I noticed some of them were pink and some of them were teal, and either said Tapestry or Harmony or something of the sort. Well, if you look at the picture of Mackenzie in pink and mirror flip the image. What's it say across her shirt? Yes, Tapestry. So it appears Mackenzie is in the Tapestry program or has stolen a shirt from someone who once was. From all of our research and watching all of Mackenzie's TikToks and Snapchats, we know that she liked art and liked making things. And she made bracelets for Dom and bracelets for herself. And we've heard rumors that she was making and selling bracelets in prison. It's unclear if this was a side hustle or something that she's doing in the prison program, but I am guessing that she has joined the Tapestry program. And is making bracelets and maybe even learning to sew or sew flags. Also, remember it was mentioned that the prison also offers her dream job, the one she failed out of in high school. Cosmetology. So I'm guessing this is also where Mackenzie may be getting some of her supplies to do her hair and makeup. However, what I don't understand is how with all the write-ups and trouble she's been in, how she is still allowed to be a part of those programs with so many DRs on her record. Let's take a look at those DRs now. So these are DRs that were filed for, between the dates of May 2024 to as early as August 1st of 2025. The YouTube channel named True Crime Kit with the tag at Kits9168 foyuhid these DRs. As you can see here, she has a whole list of them, in just a little over a year time. She's been given DRs for being out of place, creating disturbances, having contraband, sexual harassment, violation of video visits, misusing prescription medication, altered contraband, possession of another inmate's property, and stealing or embezzlement. She has a whole lot of, being out of place, disturbances, and refusing to follow orders. I do realize and apologize for the typo at the top where I misspelled out in the out of place, but I was trying to type up a neater chart with the dates and offenses so they were easier to understand what offenses were violated, on what date, so it was easier to kind of get a general idea of the trouble she's been in and how frequent it's been. All in one form, one chart. And since I've had to redo this video a few times because of the YouTube stuff rejecting my video clips, and I found all this extra information since I first made it, I can tell you there will be a chart at the end of the prison handbook that will explain prison policies and what all the inmates are allowed to have and how many of each. So when people ask, well, what's there to steal or embezzle or alter in prison? The prison handbook will explain. Like Mackenzie's only allowed to have maybe 2 towels and 1 blanket. If she's caught with 3 towels and 2 blankets, that could be stealing or having another inmate's property, and so on. The issue I'm having is understanding how Mackenzie got to this new cottage, that all the inmates seem to want to be in. We kind of know and are guessing Mackenzie's mom had something to do with it and her million calls to the warden. But what about Mackenzie not keeping her nose clean in all these DRs? Are there not some repercussions for that? Are there no other more well-behaved inmates deserving of that spot? How is she still allowed to be in these programs with all the trouble she's getting into? She's on cloud 9. We all know Mackenzie loved to make things. She loved cosmetology. Oh, and another program I forgot to mention was the training of dogs. And Mackenzie's mom even mentioned on the phone call that she found out they could have pets and wanted to get her a dog. So I'm, kind of, struggling here with the punishment part of it, because it seems like Mackenzie's got everything she loves at her fingertips. However, it's not all rainbows and sunshine in there. It is prison, and yeah, it can be hard and scary at times. So on that note, here is another story I stumbled across, of a guard mowing down an inmate. And from watching the video, it looks pretty intentional. Let me know what you guys think.
At a woman's prison.
Oh my God! Well, this is body camera video showing a staff member running over an inmate. This happened at the Ohio Reformatory for Women in Marysville. The Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Corrections released that video this week of the March incident. Tonight, we can tell you the inmate was taken to the hospital for an overnight recovery. An internal investigation is now underway, but the warden issued a safety reminder to all staff about the use of utility vehicles.
On this date and time, LT Baugh was responding to a Signal 3. I was in front of the White House. The call states Signal 3 in Riley T. I drove to Riley Building. Upon arriving at the door, the call was rectified to respond to Shirley 2. I drove back going toward the Shirley. Upon arriving by the porch, I tried to hide the brake. For some reason it didn't work proper. I tried to maneuver the wheel to avoid pedestrian by turning the wheel away from the incarcerated adults in front of me. Incarcerated Colonel number 110202 came in contact with the driver's side front and fell to the ground. The gator finally stopped. I got out the gator and made a quick check on the incarcerated adult. Colonel number 110202 assisted to sit by the ground and then proceeded to my respond after clearing the signal. I came back to recheck on incarcerated. Medical was already called. IP was transported to the infirmary.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
First responder to Shirley Rogers. Sit down. Sit down. Sit. Okay, sit. All right. I'm with you. Sit. First responder to Shirley. What? She just got hit by the gator. Sit. No, sit. Don't move. Do you want to lay back? Well. Base 1, we need first responder to Shirley Rogers.
Everybody go! Everybody go!
Yes.
Where's everyone else at?
I don't know what's going on up in there, but I'm going to stay with her. I know. No, don't move.
They're not happening.
Yes, yep, I see them now.
Don't you move and get up. Don't move and get up.
I don't know what's going on upstairs, but she just got hit.
Okay.
Like.
I'll take care of her.
Okay.
I spent years in this prison in those over, and let's talk about it. So those gators are how some of the correctional officers use. That's what they use to get to places quicker. So they must have been responding to something in the Rogers Shirley building. That's the general population unit. So it tends to get a little rowdy. And this yard is massive. And I mean dozens of acres big. And each of those buildings, each level of those buildings houses 600 inmates. So this is a very large campus. In totality, there's over 3,000 women at the Ohio Reformatory for Women. When I tell you they do not care about the females, there were drain tiles that were broken on the walkway to the chow hall. You would have to walk through this much water every single day, and they did not care. You're not allowed to step on the grass. That's the warden's grass. Get off of it. So when they drive those gators, you would think that they would just weave around people because we can only walk on the sidewalks. No, they will threaten to hit you if you don't get out of the way. This is just the first time I actually seen it happen. That walkway, the sidewalk splits from the front of the building to the left, to the right. We're not allowed to walk on those. Those are perimeter walks. We are only allowed to walk off that main walkway that she was standing on. That was where she's allowed to be. That is the only place in that yard until you get to the main general population, like activity yard, that she's allowed to stand at. They know that. If she were to be in the grass, she'd be out of place and you could get a ticket and potentially go to the hole.
So, how did Mackenzie manage to get moved to this cottage and remain there, especially after repeatedly getting write-ups and misbehaving? Well, let's hear some phone calls between her and her mother, Natalie, and find out.
I hate it here so much.
It's just the
I'm
coolest
so
thing.
irritated. I'm so fucking annoyed. Like,
It doesn't help that you're hungry too, and the
yeah,
everything gets
I'm
fucked. This whole thing
hungry
gets
as
fucked.
fuck. I have nothing to do in my room, and video call's not working, and then people just yell all day long, and I don't ever get to relax ever. And I just I don't even know. It just smells like shit. Like I'm thinking, this pod is disgusting. Like I don't want to be on this pod.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Please call the warden. Please call the warden. Please call the warden again. Or have other people call the warden. So it's like multiple people calling the warden about like an issue.
Oh, it's the weekend. That was right. That's why. She probably off.
I know, but like she needs like dad needs to put in a call. Like I need multiple people to voice their concern for me because like this shit is irritating as fuck. Like
I'll put another call into it too. Wow, we don't know how to use it.
Get the fuck off of this floor. Right now.
You are there for protection.
I don't care.
I know. Well, you're gonna have to just chill.
No, I'm irritated as
Kenzie,
fuck.
there's nothing you can do about a lot of things. I know, baby.
Like
You didn't have one in Juvie.
Okay, but I could come out of my room, and I don't have to be in my room all fucking day.
So that's a 7-day thing, right?
Yes, but then pod is always on fucking rotation because this is a fucking new admit pod too. So this pod's on rotation like every fucking day. There's never a day where we're just out of our room. So I'm only out of my room for like 2 hours, and then there's a 2 hour. Like I don't know. Like I'm irritated as fuck. Like I need the fucking iPad. Like I will write one if I don't get the fuck out of here. Like.
Well, let's just wait and see how this works, okay? And then as soon as you get your stuff, you'll have other things to do too.
With them.
I don't know, but we just don't know how any of this works. So you just have to take each day as it comes. Okay?
Call the warden again about this iPad and be like, well, the staff isn't letting her fill out the form.
Remember that staff didn't know how to work the machine, and then the other one did?
Mom, I don't care. No.
I'm not making a stink, Kenzie, for you. So just wait.
Oh, you're not going to? So do I have to have someone else call? So can you give me another friend's phone number?
Already.
Do it again. You have to keep voicing your concern. No, I'm telling you how shit works in here. You don't know how shit works.
I told you when Daddy goes in there, he will talk about it too.
You guys need to keep voicing your concern until I get one. Keep doing it.
Wow, I don't even know what to say about that at the moment, except wow.
Yep. And then when Daddy goes in there, he's going to talk to them about it too.
Every phone call is going to be about that until it happens.
So she said it depends. She did not say you were definitely going to get one. She said it depends.
On what?
I don't know.
Then I need to get the fuck off this floor if I can't get my fucking iPad. I don't need to be in protection. I don't want protection. I did not ask for protection.
I think they just do that with high-profile cases.
I don't give a fuck. I will.
I'll put it. I know, Kenzie. I will put another call in. But that staff member might not be the person to do this with.
Clearly.
Right.
I'm going to keep asking, but I don't care. You need to keep voicing your concern until it happens.
So.
Because
Yeah.
I talked to the corporal.
She's there all day?
I talked to the corporal, and they said that I'm going to get moved off this pod after my 7 days, but now apparently I'm up here for protection, which I don't want to be up here for protection. I don't want that. I want to be able to...
There's conflicting information. So, I don't know. When is your 7 days? When, Monday?
Yes.
Okay.
So when you call the warden again, just be like, can she just get moved off of this floor? Like, she needs this iPad. Like, this is wrong. Like, you need to voice your concern and be mad about it. And
I am going to ask how we can move you off.
I don't want to be on
If
the
it's
psych ward
possible.
floor. I don't want to hear screaming every fucking night. I don't want to hear fucking room 15 talking to themselves every fucking night. Like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to be on this floor.
Right. Just don't make waves, please.
I'm not, but she's lucky I don't know what the fucking JIPS number or a JID number is. So I can't, because I was going to write a grievance earlier, and I'm going to write one as soon as I figure out what the fuck a JID number is.
I don't know what that is either. I don't know what that is.
Like, I need this fucking iPad bad as fuck. That will literally get me through my days. Like, I will be okay. I will be okay.
Yeah.
So it's becoming clear Mackenzie's constant whining and encouraging her family and fans to call and harass the warden to get her moved may have something to do with privileges she's been afforded. It appears she's in Wheeler that have nice little rooms with only 4 bunks per room, couches and flat screens versus the Rogers or Hale, which houses over 20 bunks in one room.
I go over there and she's like, who's this little beep? And I'm like, Becca, we're not doing this. We're on the yard. We already broke up. We've been broken up. We're not doing this. So she's like, okay, that's fine. She walks up to Mackenzie. She's like, I hope you know I'm walking Shyann out. You're not walking her out. I've done this whole time with her. You're just another little girl she just done met. And it's always going to be me. And Mackenzie really don't say nothing. She kind of looks scared. She's just like, okay. While Becca's saying this, which is kind of crazy because Becca's like nothing to be scared of. She's like super tall, skinny, white girl that went to Ohio State and just got into some messed up stuff and got caught in some messed up charges. So that all goes down. I walk back over to Mackenzie. She doesn't really say anything. She's like, wow, like, what's up with that, bro? I'm like, no, it's just my crazy ex. Like, she does that to every new girl I talk to. So at this time, the COs yell, yard closed. So I walk Mackenzie back to her cottage, go back to mine, blah, 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 sleep, wake up. Next time, go meet her again because we had planned to meet again on the yard the next day. So I meet her again. She comes outside. She looks like, the way she's walking up, her face looks like distorted, like stuff like that, like she got something on her head. So I'm like, what's up? She was like, I've been hearing some weird stuff about you. I'm like, what? She's like, some bad stuff. So I'm thinking like she's been hearing that I've been robbing all the rugs because I was doing that in there, just running off on people. But so she's like, so I'm like, it's probably true. And she was like, I heard you got a kid case. And I'm like, huh, no, that's not true. That's not true. Like, that is not true. Like, I thought you were going to say something else. And come to find out, there's another Shyann on the cottage. Like, this white girl, she's like about 31 years old. She was like lying to minors about her age and getting with them, and she got caught doing that. So she thought that was me. Her roommates were telling her that was me. And I was like, no, that girl's whole different race, everything. So we clear that up, whatever. She's like, thank God. Because I was kind of rationalizing child charges because you're so cute. Like, she was trying to say, like, I was so cute. She was trying to, like, mentalize it in her head, like, why I would do that. And I kind of got quiet at that point. And I'm like, I don't think there would be, like, any right for someone to do that. And she was like, oh, no, I was saying, like, maybe you were 16, she was 18. I'm like, no. Like, none of that. My charges are trafficking, like, Pablo Escobar style, not Jeffrey Epstein. Like, no, that's not me. So she kind of backtracked at that point, like, oh, no, I just knew it couldn't have been right. Just trying to take back her statements because, like, I kind of, like, called her on it. And she's like, I just knew it wouldn't be right. I knew that couldn't be you, whatever. Like, my roommates always talk crazy stuff. Actually, they gave me a nickname that I go by in Wheeler. And I kid you not, she looked at me and said they call her Shirilla the Killer.
So Makenzie is getting enough money on her books to afford cooking commissary all week long, and according to Shyann, never eats the prison food. Sounds about right, and just like Makenzie. Also, she mentioned something else that struck me. Makenzie seems to have a penchant for befriending women with child abuse neglect charges and is accepting of it. Let's listen to a few call clips of where this is mentioned.
You know what I mean?
She's DJ teasing me that I resume me date.
I don't know. I don't like that. Can't you just wait?
No, because I'm going to be
You're
going,
super
Mom. I
needy.
really need coffee by Friday. I really want it.
Your books are maybe be delivered Friday or Monday.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I just got real bad anxiety.
what about leaving?
Well, no, about the coffee.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
But I really need it, so. Like.
Yeah.
Or you did it, though. You put the money on her shit.
Not yet.
When are you going to do it?
Okay, well, I'll do it now. Hold on.
Keys or you do keys and keys, all these, weeds or these.
Oh.
Easy and easy, keys and Jesus, please. Keys have me, these, like, keys, all these, these, easy.
No, I'm just going to do it.
Huh?
I'm just going to do it this way.
Okay, you feel like you have like a good feeling about it or what? Like, I just don't know, because, like, I never...
Who is this person?
She usually like these a pizza.
Says who?
Everybody.
Why can't your roommate do it?
Huh?
I would trust your roommate before this other person, wouldn't you?
Mom, I can't just see they. Please look.
Whatever. If she doesn't give it to you, it's just fucking coffee.
It's,
Right?
Yes, and yes, I feel bad though, but she said she's not gonna come. She's like, I'm right here. I'm not gonna get you.
What's her number?
019 4477.
What's her name?
SHAN. I think. Wait, hold on. I can't read her handwriting. Hold on.
That's okay. That's all I need. What's her last name? What's the rest?
Oh yeah, just put $15 on there
Okay.
for the coffee.
Yeah, I got time.
Oh yeah, I can just talk. I'll just finish off this call if you let you work, and I'll talk to you.
Yeah,
more calls
let's do
later.
that.
But
Yeah.
they need to move my calls.
Well, no, cute little sneezes. They seemed to be able to do it super fast before.
So, that was Shonda's long rap sheet, the girl she was concerned about getting her coffee. Here's her gem diamond.
Oh, and I found your friend. Her name's Diamond.
Really? I know.
Yep. I saw it. Her,
I feel bad.
she's got a trial coming up in 2 days.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
You just get easy to be easy.
Oh. There's 3 people involved with her case.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, a Cleveland woman is sentenced in connection to the death of her infant son. Diamond Caldwell was given 30 months in prison for child endangerment after the case was originally ruled a homicide. In 2023, Caldwell's just 27-day-old son died after blunt force trauma. The father was found not guilty of murder, but was convicted of tampering with evidence.
I don't know why it's so fast for some people and some people it's just
Well, it
pending.
shows me who set you up. I have like a list of names,
So you can just text whenever.
so I know who like didn't set it up and who's like lying. Like.
She's spoken about Diamond a lot on calls with her mom. Shonda, she was willing to go through to get her coffee she so desperately needed. Also sounds about right. Makenzie makes sure she serves Mackenzie. No morals, ethics, beliefs, or values will ever stand in her way. She will bend where necessary to get what she wants. And it's not just us that feel she's extremely selfish, entitled, privileged, or spoiled. Guards and other inmates at her juvenile facility had multiple incidents with her and felt the same way.
Makenzie is always asking for things they cannot provide her at the facility, and the officer would constantly talk to her and trying to help her understand that these things that she's asking for are just things that the facility wouldn't allow. Example, bringing her things to shave her legs. She has constantly complained about the cafeteria food, and she didn't want to eat the dog food, that's in quotes, that the cafeteria cook. There are many accommodations given to her that the other residents do not receive. There is a cooking program, in quotes, Edwin's, that was a part of their programming during the month of January and February 2023, where resident Shirilla ate all types of meats and also food. And remember, the resident Shirilla at the program, she ate all types of meat and also food containing meat products. There was never an issue about her feeling ill at any point. I think that's what it says, at any point or at any something. Then resident Shirilla wanted to have things that she feels should be an accommodation for her. She goes to due process with her grievances and untruths. Resident Shirilla stated that she doesn't eat meat, but can eat meat products, but the redacted department disagrees. Resident Shirilla continues to write grievances against things and situations that doesn't fit about said behaviors. As a staff that advocates for children, in my professional opinion, resident Shirilla is not being treated unfairly with no prejudice. This behavior is also causing the other residents to be upset because they are not receiving the same accommodations as Shirilla. This is not retaliation of any part. nor the act of unfairness. So basically, this officer is just fed up. She loves her job. She loves helping these at-risk youth get better. And basically, Shirilla's just really pissing her off because she cannot do her job right because she's having to constantly babysit this whiny Shirilla. But basically, anytime Shirilla gets told no, she throws a fit, whines and cries, and throws a grievance, and then finds another way to break rules.
Seeing a pattern yet? Stomp, throw tantrum, threaten, grievance. Please call the warden, write a grievance, call that warden. We didn't get our coffee this week, Mom. This is a serious ducking problem.
I feel like she should call the warden about it. Yeah. So she didn't get her commissary because she was in the hole, but it got taken out. Like she lost hella money. So she was wondering if you could do it for her. Call up here and be like, I'm calling on behalf of her name Odyssey. It's a problem. Like it's a serious problem.
Wait, isn't there anybody to advocate for you guys?
No, we don't got nothing like that here.
Oh.
But yeah, she's no, that's not like that. It's 322, by the way. But
So, did all those calls to the warden ever pay off? Let's find out. Remember, these were jail calls, not prison calls. Since then, she's been moved to the prison and into the new cottage.
I'm so glad you got moved, Pumpkin. So is it different? Does the room look different?
yeah,
Tell me about it. Because I guess I'll see it later. Is it bigger?
yeah,
Does your roommate play spades?
yeah.
Oh, snap. There you go. I'm so happy for you for that. What did your roommate do? Oh, go ahead.
Iedereen ziet dat iedereen dat iedereen deze pizza. Iedereen moet er kiezen wat een pizza met iedereen deze reason. Wie dat deze kiezen is, we kiezen met iedereen we dat zoiets kiezen met een pizza. Zie dat we dat kiezen met pizza. Cheesy, we zie dat we dat kiezen met deze. Zie dat deze kiezen we dat zoiets cheesy kiezen met een
Oh, I wonder why the other one said that.
Cheesy's weird as fuck.
Well, that's okay, because with that said, I don't want to be there with you either.
Crazy about the other girl in your pod. I hope you're doing okay under the circumstances. I'm here if you want to talk.
Oh my God, you don't have to worry about the poop room anymore.
That is what Kenzie said. Also, bro, your ass is getting so big. LMAO. Like, I watched the live stream, and when you walked in, I was like, damn, Jay said the same thing. And you look really good. Did you get that medal off your arm yet? I noticed you weren't wearing your arm thing. Also, I will make sure to actually answer your calls. Kendra, funny as fuck.
Everybody's saying you got a bumping little booty now. Everybody.
I said hashtag big girl vibe, hashtag fat booty.
Hashtag big booty. Oh my God, Kenzie, I was dying too. Did you see the commissary? There's a category. I was dying.
What?
It's meat snacks. I'm not even playing.
When? Where?
In the food section. Oh, the food section. There's a category called meat snacks.
You are faking.
I swear.
What the fuck?
I swear. Kenzie, I cannot. Freaking meat snacks. There should be a bag of Doritos in there.
Yeah, like put the Doritos in.
The meat snacks.
Yeah, last night I was saying, Carney. He's like, she's a teasing. She's always like, we did like, he's like, she's like, she's it. Me say she's it, teasing, she's her, she's it, teasing. She's it. I was cracking up. I was like, oh my goodness.
Oh my God. There you go. Good. Good for her.
She's cute. She's like, she got a kid. I really like her. She's so nice. Like,
baby, I'm happy.
I'm glad she's my roommate.
Me too. He's like, is there a TV?
There's a TV. There's, like, I really came here and they were like, have we seen you on the news? I was like, oh my God, that's embarrassing as fuck.
But what?
Like, it's different here. Like, the showers here have curtains. There's only 14 rooms, but there's 2 in each room, so there's really like 28 like people I think on this pod. I don't know how many exactly. There's no bunks. It's not bunk beds. It's not like that. Oh yeah.
These last few clips of the last call show us exactly why Mackenzie behaves like she does. She just throws a tantrum, even threatening to harm herself in one way or another. Writing a grievance was just going to cause the guards to hate her and treat her badly, and her mom knew that, but Kenzie being Kenzie didn't care, threatened her mom she'd write it, or find someone else that would do it if she didn't call. And instead of Natalie telling her to go for it then, or simply hang up the phone, she caved into her demands. And now we hear them laughing it up, on cloud 9 in her new pod, talking about pooping and meat snacks like 2 middle schoolers. It's a very disturbing dynamic. At last, I'll leave you all with the prison handbook.
I couldn't say that I wasn't addicted, and it's been a while since I couldn't say.
I've saw questions about what she was and wasn't allowed to wear. It seems a necklace with a pendant is allowed and 1 set of earrings. I've also saw questions about her DRs and what there is to possibly embezzle or steal in prison. Well, other inmates' belongings for one. Also, each inmate is only allowed a certain number of blankets, towels, shirts, etc. The handbook lists what each inmate can have. If they are caught with more than that, or have altered them in some way, they get a write-up. I also thought it was interesting to note the last page of the handbook says they are allowed to write apology letters to their victims.
Like with Davey, I thought how Kenzie can like repent and like weird ass shit. Like that was weird as fuck. I was like, what? That was like her mom. Her mom said.
I know. What child says she's always had the easy way out? Like, no child says that.
That's what I'm saying. You don't even know me, so like, what the fuck do you mean the easy way out? Because I never even hung out with you ever.
Right. That's what I mean.
We're talking to you long enough for you to even know anything about me other than I modeled. I helped her with modeling.
I know, because, you know, you were never disciplined, there was never consequences, there was no anything, you always had to
be so disconnected.
You know, just people like that.
I was so disconnected from the world. And
I love it. Everybody knows exactly what goes on in this house all day. Just internet trolls.
Hard to trust people.
It doesn't
I don't really have, like, you know, best friend.
I always say the front row at the funeral is different. You know, when you have to sit down, like, you know, I've been at a lot of funerals. I've never sat front row at one. That's different.
What does that do to you?
Shift your perspective on life.